welcome back to the video. Today in this video we're doing
another Smiths album review.
The final one.
Well, maybe not the final because we might review the live album. We may even do the World Won't Listen one. I've got that one. Yeah. But we're going to review the Smiths' final studio album to finish off the studio albums, I guess, from the Smiths. I still don't remember. I don't remember us doing The Queen is Dead. We did it a while ago.
We have done it.
Yeah. I mean, this is. I mean, we've just listened to it, haven't we? I mean, it's just. It's another fantastic album, isn't it?
Goes by very quick.
It went like that, didn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just another absolutely almost flawless album, I'd say, that they managed to put together. To say that the other three albums are also nearly flawless. I mean, The Queen is Dead is a flawless album. I mean, to be honest, like this. To say it's like the year after The Queen is Dead, it feels like just a completely different sound,
album,
a completely different era of the band, even though it's the year after. And even though it was to be the last album, I'm pretty sure that when they were recording this album, the band wasn't actually thinking about breaking up. Yeah, I think they recorded it during March or something, but by the time it was released, Johnny Marr had already left the band. And when recording this album, I think Johnny Marr really wanted to try and stray away from their sort of jangly guitar sound that they were known for, especially on the early albums. So he really wanted to try and experiment with more instruments. And there's a lot of keyboards, quite a bit of synthesizer, but there's a lot of keyboard effects, I'd say. Yeah. I mean, Morrissey even plays piano on one of the songs, which is, you know, that's pushing the boundaries there.
That's saying something.
Yeah, I mean, but like. The songs, the instrumentation of the songs is different. You can tell straight away with A Russian Pushing the Land Desires because it opens up with this very sort of misty keyboard intro, and it's got some like sort of vocal effects on Morris's voice. Yeah, it's a great song. And it's got such a good chorus. Do you know what it's about? I mean, I don't really know what it's about.
I sing the words, but the words don't have any meaning.
Yeah, when you sing words, they don't really have any meaning, I guess. But there are some fantastic lyrics on this album.
Yeah,
we'll get to them. I mean, I started something I couldn't finish. I mean, that intro guitar riff is very raw, and then it just comes up with that super cool bass line. And then the song is just fantastic, and it's another fantastic chorus. But I'd say this is one of the more guitar-oriented songs on the album.
Mm-hmm. Not as many on this one.
Yeah, there's not many. Like I said, a lot of them are driven by mostly keyboard. I mean, Death of a Disco Dancer. This is a really moody song.
It's good though.
It's good. Nice. I mean, it's got very few lyrics to it, but it's a very moody song, like I said. But you know, it is a really great song. I mean, you know, you've got really cruel songs on here like Girlfriend in a Coma and Unhappy Birthday. I mean, these are just such mean-spirited songs. Well, not Girlfriend in a Coma, not really, but Unhappy Birthday. Unhappy Birthday is a very mean-spirited song.
Girlfriend in a Coma is talking about killing her and stuff.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, it is a very cruel song. It's almost, because it's sort of like the fact that she's going into a coma has made him reflect on the times that he could have done it himself.
Exactly,
yeah. It's like he could have had the opportunity. It's like almost like Patrick Bateman sort of singing or something like that, isn't it?
So it's kind of glad that she's...
Yeah, it's really mean-spirited. It's almost insane that somebody would write a song like that. Only Morrissey could get away with something like that, I guess. And then Unhappy Birthday, I mean, that's just another...
Well, that's just
pure menace, really. I mean... He talked about killing his dog, which I'd only just picked up when we listened to it just then. But yeah, that's sort of like the mean-spirited songs, those two songs. But like, stop me think you've heard this one before. I'd say this one and I Started Something I Couldn't Finish. Those two songs are quite upbeat, poppy songs, which could have been good singles. But this first song on the second side is just amazing.
Yeah, it's the best one.
Last Night I Dreamt That Somebody Loved Me. And it opens up with this sort of sound collage for the first 2 minutes. It's almost like a Pink Floyd song. It sort of builds with these piano chords, and it's got background noise of the miners' strike and police rioting with the miners, and then it just goes into the song, and it's some of the best lyrics that Morrissey ever wrote, I think.
And it overstays its welcome, but it's good. It's good that it does that.
It really is just.
So it makes it's like a climactic experience.
You can really just. It can affect you in many ways, this song. You can read into the lyrics quite a lot of different ways, I'd say. But it's just sort of like, if it's about loneliness as well, it's just, there could be so many different things that he's writing about here, I'd say. But it's such a good song. I mean, Morrissey and Johnny Marr have both said, I'm pretty sure this is their favourite Smiths song. And I'm pretty sure every single member of the band has said that this is their favourite Smiths song that they did. Well, Morrissey and Marr definitely said that. But, I mean, my personal favourite is either that or Paint a Vulgar Picture. I mean, Paint a Vulgar Picture is sort of Morrissey sort of ranting, criticising all the record companies. It's a bit like Pink Floyd on the Wish You Were Here album, sort of criticising all the big corporate side of the record industry, and you know, just sort of singing very witty lyrics about it, I guess. But the bass line on that song is just so good. I love playing it on the bass. It's so fun, and it's perfect. And it's got one of the only Smiths guitar solos.
I know,
It's actually quite a good guitar solo. I mean, it's quite simple, but it's one of the few moments where Johnny Marr decides to do a solo. I mean, we've talked about pretty much every song I say, except for I Won't Share You, which is the last song. It's a very nice closer, isn't it?
It's like nice acoustic, like chord-wise, but then when you realise like that he's trying to have him for himself.
Yeah, I've almost thought it sounds sort of like some ancient Greek sort of acoustic sound.
Yeah.
You know, sort of like those old pieces that you'd hear from that time, you know, with just the instrumentation, just the sound of it. It's the guitar sound, really.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just, what was he singing about? What were you saying?
What, I Won't Share You?
Yeah.
Well, he's not sharing her, is it?
Oh, right.
He doesn't want to share her.
I thought you meant he was singing about himself then.
No.
Yeah.
Not sharing whoever he's with.
Yeah. But, I mean...
Which is quite a lot of...
Actually, we haven't talked about Death at One's Elbow, which is my least favourite song on the album.
Yeah,
but it is a short song, so it doesn't overstay its welcome. Yeah. The problem I have with it is that it's literally, to me, like almost a carbon copy of Vicar in a Tutu.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
And like, they're very similar songs, they're very short, they're very upbeat, they've got this sort of like, they sort of got like this similar tempo to them. But besides that song,
with I Won't Share You, it's like he's writing about like what a lot of men do, where they won't share. Yeah. Well, not share, but like are very overprotective of like the partners and stuff.
Yeah, so it's kind of relatable,
like,
I guess.
In a way, kind of gets to the point where it's quite controlling.
Yeah.
So he's got a good point there.
Yeah. I mean, he's just a great songwriter, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just another fantastic album. I mean, you know, I mean the cover. It's another Smith style cover. It's apparently an actor from the film East of Eden, which has James Dean in it. I didn't know that until just now when I read about it. But yeah, it's just another great album, isn't it? It's just, I mean, it's a great way. It's a great way to sort of sign them off, I guess. I mean,
yeah, it is. Yeah.
If The Queen Is Dead was their last album, it would have been a really big disappointment because it's just like they could have. You know, they could have done so much, but the fact that they also did another album that it wasn't as much of a classic, but like it shows that they were able to sort of go out and expand their sound a bit, and then they signed off on that.
Yeah.
Because the way that the band was going, like the way that like Morrissey and Marr's different interests, like Morrissey, I think he wanted to record like a Cilla Black cover or something, and Johnny Marr just had none of it, and I think the interest had sort of diverged at that point. So I think even though it is a shame that this great band only recorded a few albums. I mean, they left us with pretty much nothing that was bad.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, that's all I really have to say. I mean, I'd say it ranks high, but they only have 4 studio albums. I mean, to be honest, this is probably, out of the 4, I'd probably rank this the lowest, but it's still an absolutely fantastic album.
I'd rank it like 3rd, but it's just...
I'd give this at least a 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
at least.
Definitely.
I mean, I gave the debut about a 9 or a 9.5. This is the same. It's literally only got one song that I'm not keen on, and it's just because I wouldn't go to it straight away. It don't mean I dislike it. I don't dislike any of their songs really. I mean, it's just another fantastic album. I mean, I've said that so many times now, but it's really all we have to say, really.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a fantastic album. If you've not listened to any of the Smiths albums, you might as well just listen to them all in order, to be honest.
Pretty much, yeah. It doesn't take very long anyway.
It doesn't take long, no. It takes about 2-3 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Probably. You might have to include Hatful of Hollow though, but that is probably our last Smiths review.
For a while anyway.
For a while. I mean, we might do discussion videos at some point if we get the idea, but when it comes to Smiths reviews, that's probably our last review for them. We've finally completed them, so that's another artist that we completed, I guess.
It's always satisfying when you finish an artist.
Yeah. We might have to redo those Beatles ones again.
Yeah.
maybe expect some Beatles reviews in the future where we do.
Or not 13.
Yeah, and we've expanded our music taste a bit. But thank you so much for watching this video. We'll see you in the next one.
And take care.
Yeah, stay safe. Yeah. Have a Merry Christmas as well.
Oh, yeah.
It's nearly Christmas.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.